Oh, we got 2 more segments to go, man.
Oh man, let's party.
Set your timer. I like that. I need to get one of those. All right.
There's a digital one that's even better.
Yeah.
This is nice.
I'll do something like that. I'll get something like that. Okay. So this is the fun segment.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, let's party.
Very serious question. Sometimes
very serious person.
It can lead to problems in the household, the answer to these questions. So first of all, cake, cookie, or candy bar?
You know what's funny? I don't really like any of those. I'm going to say ice cream cake.
Ice cream cake.
Does that count as cake?
Okay, so what flavor ice cream?
If it's an ice cream cake, just the traditional vanilla chocolate with the stuff in the middle.
What's the stuff in the middle?
Like the chocolate crumble stuff. I like cold treats. Cookies, Candy bars, If I had to pick a candy bar, that's tough too. I'm probably going Twix.
Oh.
Yeah. But I'm not a big, like sweets for me is Sour Patch Kids, Starburst, that kind of sweets.
Oh, you like the fruity, juicy sweets.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the candy, not the chocolate.
Not a big chocolate guy.
Or caramel or nougat.
Yeah.
Still trying to figure out what nougat is.
It's an interesting word.
Yeah.
I always think of Ted Nugent.
Right.
Like he should be in a lot of
just a tree full of Ted Nugents.
Yeah. Correct.
I've never seen a nougat tree, so I don't know where it comes from.
Is it a plant?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, so Sour Patch Kids, that's like my favorite thing on a road trip.
That's my jam.
Yeah.
I will eat my body weight in Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah. And then pay for it for 2 days.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Everything hurts. We used to stop and get blow pops at truck stops when we were on our family road trip. And then you try to see whose mouth would be like more blue or more
the
red
most colorful. Yeah.
When we got to the the
gum inside of blow pops too. Gum loses its flavor fast.
Yeah.
I've been convinced that blow pop gum loses its flavor faster than any gum on the market.
You would think that it would have more flavor since it's surrounded by flavor.
Yeah, it's just sitting there soaking
right.
up.
Yeah, you think it would.
What
absorb
are we talking about right now?
I don't know.
Okay. This is perfect. This is my favorite conversation.
So what made me think of this is my wife's grandmother used to make these blondies, which is basically a cookie mix, but she would turn it into a brownie.
Oh, that's good. I would eat that.
So you take the cookie mix, and instead of making individual circles, you just spread it out on the pan.
Yeah.
And then, so she realized after Carrie and I started dating that the best thing to do was don't let Chris measure how big the brownies are going to be. So she would go in and cut all the brownies.
Okay. I like that.
Because I go in and go, I need something about that big.
Yeah, that's one brownie.
Yeah, brownie.
Yeah,
brownie.
I respect that.
I'm eating at home. I'm not doing this in public, right? Who cares?
Oh man, healthy. #healthy.
Yes. Yeah. So do you have a sweet every day or
no? I don't love sweets.
Yeah.
And I never have. So 3 kids, my oldest son will eat his just chocolate until he passes away. My middle son, same, he just when there's cake, he's like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Like at nursing events, when you go to hospitals, everyone brings cookies and pastries.
Yeah.
When I was in the hospital, the fire department people would drop stuff off. I don't really love sweets that much.
That's always fun, taking sweets to a doctor that is supposed to be teaching their patients about healthy stuff,
correct,
right?
Correct.
And you always watch. I always fascinated because the doctor will avoid eating anything bad in front of us, right? But the whole staff is like, "Oh my God, brownies!"
Yep.
Blah, 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 blah.
Yep.
Right? And when we leave, there's still food left, and I'm convinced that the doctors are like,
once it's gone? Oh yeah, that never. Once you walk out of the building, there's no food left.
Yeah, we're all humans, right? Whether you got an MD after your name or not.
I think my vice of unhealthy snacks is cold beer.
Oh, so that's actually where I was going to go next. Beer, liquor, wine, or water?
I want to say water. Because I drank, you see that giant glass that I have.
Is it just because the camera's on?
No, I'm going to go into beer. I'm going to tell you why. I am a gallon of water a day guy. I drink a lot of water. I have a giant mug. You saw you comment on that. I always keep that with me. But the other 3, it's not even a debate. It's beer for me for a variety of reasons. I love red wine. I like liquor also, but liquor does not like me. And it's not. I'm not bragging about this. I can just drink beers on the boat, on the golf course. If I do that with liquor, I'm just another person. I don't really like that. So that's an easy one.
What's your beer?
Cold or warm.
I don't
If
know
I-
anything about beer, so
If it's a light beer, this is hysterical. If it's a light beer, it's probably Coors Light. That's just my go-to. But I don't discriminate.
yeah.
If someone hands me a beer, I'll be like, yeah, sure, okay, I'll drink it.
I think I've been down on the sandbar and somebody threw me a Bud Light one time and I drank it.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah.
And then liquor, this is hysterical. We're talking about this. Like bourbon is really popular right now. I don't
Right.
love bourbon.
No?
I know you do. Like they all taste the
Yeah.
same to me. You're a bourbon guy, right?
Oh, very much.
So Joey, again, we've sad to admit most of our bottles are empty right now, not
Right.
because of me. But I don't get it. Like every time that we used to have a dad's club where everyone would bring a bottle of bourbon and you'd sip and taste it. I'm like, these all taste exactly the same. And that is a personal thing. I understand.
It might
Yeah.
it might be you. It might be, I know my friend Matt McIntyre. He's with McCarl's Libations. They do a tasting thing where he brings this box and you smell the stuff and then he explains it to you. And he said even with people that didn't know anything about alcohol, after doing that box with like the 30 cents in there, then they were able to notice those things.
Appreciate it.
I'll be honest, with my bourbon channel on YouTube, I just tell people I drink what I drink. I like what
What's
I
your
like.
go-to bourbon?
My go-to bourbon?
Like let's do the $50 and under range.
Oh, my everyday drinker, which my wife says I'm not allowed to use those words together. My everyday drinker is Bullet.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about the next tier up?
The next tier up, I would probably go to.
That's tough.
Yeah, I'd probably like a Michter's. I'm really
Okay.
big fan of Michter's.
Yeah.
I like their stuff. I don't go high rye, so Michter's has a couple of small batch stuff that's really good, and then a $50 to $100 range.
If you could get any bottle of bourbon you wanted in the world right now, what would it be?
It would be the bottle of. Oh man, I just blanked on the name, but it's the bottle of bourbon that Val Kilmer is drinking in. Wow, I didn't expect to
In a
answer
movie?
questions.
I know. I'm like,
I'll be a Huckleberry. He pours the
oh
thing
man,
right now.
Tombstone.
Yes, in Tombstone, you can see the
I'm
label
gonna have
on the
to look that
bottle,
up. I
right?
love that movie.
And I've got it screenshot, and like every time I go to Total Wine, I'm trying to find it. Obviously,
Okay.
I'm not going to try and find a 1990 whatever,
Okay,
right? But if I could find
that's
that,
good. That's
yeah,
good.
yeah. I just like I want to pour it and say that line.
Yeah.
I'll be your Huckleberry.
And then like spin
Yeah,
the shot
some
glasses.
6-shooters.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
I love that movie. Don't start. You bring up those topics. We're going off the rails.